Good morning, traders. Welcome to the mini Thunderdome. Today's October 10th, 2022. If you're new to the channel, we stream live ES and MES trades, usually Monday through Friday, not always at the same time. So I suggest subscribing and clicking on the little bell so you can get a notification of when I go live. Make sure to go and have on your preference and settings to get a text message or email. You could choose however you want to get a notification. All right, hope everybody had a great weekend. Just getting started right now. Had some issues with the computer, but it looks like we're set to go. All right. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah. All right, we're good to go. We are good to go. Making sure everything is on. All right. And what's going on? Okay. All right, let's see how it reacts here. IB, we just hit a 800 Iceberg. So far, looks like it's a sell. I'll make sure that my replicato is working. All right, we're good to go. Okay. All right, let's see how the market reacts here. We could have a sell opportunity. Here we go. We still have some weak structure on the downside. Let's see how it tests up here. We may take a short. But we need to be careful with the mid. It may want to test the mid. I'm going to take a short. And I'm going to keep it really tight just in case it wants to test the mid. This will probably be a loser. There's interest at 30, 125 orders waiting at 30. Let me get up. One click more here. Just let's see. Come on, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, 32. Now see at 32 is going to test the mid. Yep. Here comes the buyers. Looks like it's going to take me out. All right, it was a chance I took. Hopefully there's a stop pick here, but most likely not. I find that on a Rhythmic market by order data. Thank you. Happy to be back. Need to have Rhythmic data. That sound. The hell is that sound? I'm having a weird clicking, and I don't know where it's from. That was odd. That was super odd. I haven't traded since last Tuesday. All right, here we go. See how it reacts at 30. We have POC at 26, overlapping with VWAP. So our target is a solid target. Let's see how it reacts. All right, they pulled those orders at 30. Now they added to 30.75. So let's see how it reacts here. I may pull this trade here, or at least move stop to entry. I want to see a hot knife right through. Okay, they pulled a lot of those orders out. Looks like there's a ledge of orders at 25.50. I'm gonna bring up my target to 27.50. There's a ledge of orders. I'm gonna bring my order up. It may not go to 26 where VWAP and POC is. Now this may take us also to this could turn into a wave 3 on a longer time frame. This could be a wave 2. So we may see 11 out of this. I am not going to risk it, so I'm gonna get out at target, but this may turn either into a wave 3 or at least an ABC, which will tag the low. I wish this was not a solid order. I would scale out at target and let at least one ES run and two MES run. So we're going with Delta, we're going with the market. We may even see at least 21, so it may want to do this, may even turn out to be a head and shoulders if it comes. Where is it? All the way down here, pops back up to here to IB low, and that would be the other shoulder to come all the way down, right? Where is it? So it may bounce. So this here would be the other shoulder, right? Shoulder, shoulder, head, boom, all the way down. So we may at least see a 21 out of this trade to find buyers right here at 22, buyers long, and then test IB again and come all the way down. That's a possibility that we may see out of this trade, or it may just keep going. But we have this hefty, if you stay on the trade, this is a hefty tug of war line right here, the zipper. This will be tough to pass, but if it does, you may see a minimum of a 21 out of this trade. All right, I'm gonna bring my stop to entry. Seems like it's having a hard time passing 29. Now there's no real reason except for this small little zipper here. So this could be a mistake. If it takes me out and it goes back down, then that was poor trade management. On a 10-point trade, you should always let it run. But it's my first trade of the week. Only traded twice this month, so I don't want to take any chances, but I should take the loss here and risk being stopped out, especially because it's so small of a risk. $200 ES. Don't want to see a 34 here. We see 34. Chances are I'm going to get stopped out. Hopefully this will turn into an ABC. ABC, come all the way down to target. Good morning. Good morning. No, I'm using a Ranko 4. Ranko 4 chart. If I take long to answer your questions, because I have the chat hidden behind charts. Here we go. Oh man, I wish I had some chips to play with. I would let this. Oh, this looks like a stop pick. This could be a stop pick. This could be a stop pick right here. Definitely looks like one. They came in buying hot. If it doesn't stop now, this rotation needs to stop. And we need to see a new lower low here. Otherwise, this is a stop pick. Come on, come on, go, go, go. Again, we may see a minimum of 21 on this swing down, but I'm not going to risk it. I want to get some chips in my pocket. There we go. Nice. Yes. All right. Already up $1,000. Yes. Wow. Straight to POC with force. Wow. That is momentum right there, guys. Now let's see how it reacts to this. There may be another entry if it comes back here. So again, looking for that head and shoulders. This, it doesn't have to come all the way down to 21 to make a head and shoulders. It could go back up now. Or maybe this here was the head and shoulders. The other shoulder. But so let's see how it reacts here to see if we find any buyers. But if it goes back up, I'm only gonna take a MES trade. Because this here is a solid zipper. We are at POC. We are at VWAP. We may have seen our lows of the day. So all of this here could all be the end of this low, and we are slowly making our way back to the mid settlement or opening price. So if I do take, if it bounces off of this zipper here, I will be cautious. I will be cautious. So let's see how it reacts here. It's a solid zipper with support from POC, VWAP. But it looks like it wants to keep going. I see sellers come in again. I really think that it will look for 21, but you never know. Here comes the buyers. Now we need to find sellers on this end here. Half a rotation to come back down. All right, I may take a 2-lot MES here. With a quick stop at 27. Here we go. Quick stop at 27. Oh no, what happened here? Why did the MES? All right, I need to fix my Replikanto. I only put an order. All right, I only put an order on the MES. I shouldn't have done that. Really don't want to be risking. Well, it's $62. I'll be okay with that, but I'm This is gonna be a scalp. Not usually a scalp trader, but this will be a scalp. May need to risk a little more here. So the whole idea of a stop is to hide behind the shadows to make it hard for the market to reach your stop. How is that done? You hide behind volume or the lack of volume. So you want to put your stop where the market says, okay, there's nothing there for me. I'll keep going. Right, there's interest at 20. There's 206 orders waiting at 20. I just want a quick scalp, another 225 bucks on the ES. That's all that I'm looking for. So this actually should have been a 7 contract trade. It should have been 3 ES, scale 2 at POC, and let a runner to 21. Here comes the sellers. They're adding interest at 23. The 136 orders that they just posted in the book. Let's see how it reacts to that, or if they pull it. We want to see it pulled right before it hits. Oh, and they pulled it. That's a good sign. But buyers still came in strong. I do not want to see at 26.50. Right, this rotation needs to end and come back down. Oh, I am tempted to move it down to 20. You know what? I'm going to. Or at least 20.50. Now I want to see a 26.50. This bar needs to turn red. Hidden order open at 25. Oh, they pulled it and they added one at 25.75. Okay, hidden orders, not icebergs, and it looks like they're selling here. We are right at POC and VWAP 26. It looks like we had a bigger seller order. 360. All right, this is not looking good. We need to find sellers here. All right, risking $100 on the ES. Yeah, it's gonna take me out. You see at 23.50. This rotation needs to stop now. Otherwise, it may want to do that head and shoulders. Go all the way up here. Come back down again. And there it is. I'm out. All right. 180 on the MES, 687 on the ES. Looks like it got some support from this zipper here. But this is starting to look like a stop pick right there. It may keep going down again. I think I was too tight on my stop, but that is all that I was willing to risk. So if it goes to target, I am not going to feel bad. All right, let's see if there's any questions here. What time do you usually start your live trading on YouTube? Usually, I try to start before the opening of the bell, but had some issues this morning, so I suggest you subscribe and click on the little bell so you can get a notification. Make sure that you go in your settings. Make sure that notifications are on. I've been having some people write to me saying that they're not getting a notification. You also need to set that under your preference and your settings. And I think you could actually choose to get a text message as a notification. So you need to do that on your end also. It's not just click on subscribe and the little bell. So this morning is a perfect example of why you should have your notifications on. All right, lost a little money here, but seems like it's going to go to target now. I am not upset that I was tight. But I should have gone in here again, because it did look like a stop pick. So yeah, it looks like it's going to go straight to 20. So half a rotation. So 23. Yep, perfect half of rotation. So if the market is still on a trend, it will do a half of harmonic rotation. Harmonic rotation, you know what it is the swings that the market does. So it will go 9 points, pull back 4, going 9 points. If it's an impulsive move, it will go about 14 points, pull back 6 points, and then resume again. And that's exactly what it did, right? It did up here, and it did again here. And look at that. I would have been out. I would have had another $200. Oh no, I think I had moved it to 20. Yeah, well, it reached my first target. So these are perfect example. Now it should go straight to 20 and a full harmonic down. Now if it pulls back here again and we see it go past the VWAP, then I think this will be just a test of 21 and not resuming the trend, which obviously is down because we're negative 30 points. And there it is. I would have had my full trade. So this definitely looked like a stop pick, half of harmonic up to resume going down. But I was too tight with my stop. But I am not upset. I'm following my rules. You gotta follow your rules. Look at that. So this is looking like that. Yeah. I did mention this. I did said in a higher time frame that this could turn into a C or a wave 3. If this is a wave 3, it should go all the way down to 3587. But we at least have these poor structures right underneath it, so we should see at least a 11 out of this. Market making a new low should at least fix this poor structure. I'm bummed out, but I'm not upset. So there may be another opportunity to get in here. Let's see if it does a half a harmonic up. But I would be cautious here. But this could be it here. Here we go. Let me try this out. Only MES. Just a quick little scalp here. Not great R&R, but it's not a losing R&R. I'm risking 45 to make 60. So this is a perfect example of how you can make money with MES. So it could stop at 13, but most likely it will want to fill this poor structure. And we also have more poor structure all the way down to 95. You know what? I'm going to take a risk. It's still early on. It's still early enough that we may see this. So let's see how it reacts to making new lows. I want to see momentum. So this should have been the half a harmonic, and now it should go all the way down to 11. So it could all stop at 11. But market has been wanting to really go under 3,500. So it did nibble. When was it? It was on the, I think it was Tuesday or Monday. So on Monday we did see a 72, and that's why it created this poor structure here. Even though it was a positive day, we did see a 3570 on Monday. So we need momentum. We need momentum, needs to keep going. Here we go, here we go. So we need to really see how it reacts inside of this area. Do not want to see any icebergs. I want a hot knife right through. Right through this port structure. Don't want to see any buyers. It's small enough that it should just go right through. There's no need for the market to linger in this area. One pass should be enough to fill in volume. Right, we just hit an order, not an iceberg. Well, hopefully it's sellers. Oh, here comes some buying. Here we go, new low. All right, this target is done. Come on, keep going. I want to delete this whole area. Do not want to see a pullback now. I want the market to keep going. There's no need for a pullback because of 3 points. We need momentum. I am tempted to add, okay, there may be an iceberg here. I'm tempted to add 2 more contracts here. High risk trade, adding at the bottom, but we do have a solid target at, all right, I'm going to go for it. Ooh, this could be a bad trade. This could be a horrible add-on. High risk add. High risk add. But I just saw a sell hidden order right here. But this could kill my MES profits. So now I'm risking $137 to make 367. That is good risk versus reward. So I'll still be positive on my MES. Okay. Not bad, but not a smart idea to add at the low. But we are so close to a very significant psychological level of 3,600.
Just some commentary from JP Morgan CEO Diamond on CNBC warned US likely to tip into
That we should see it.
for 9 months.
But I am not happy about my stop location. That is the only thing that worries me, is my stop. Yeah, I shouldn't have added there. All right, it needs to stop here. I'm gonna split this. Yeah, hopefully nobody added where I added. because that was a more an advanced ad. I did say it was a risky ad. But again, you know, I have a bigger account and I'm only risking profits. So I really don't have a safe spot to park this. I'm gonna have to leave it. If it doesn't stop at this zipper here, I'm in trouble. Thank God it was a scale ad, which just brought my entry lower instead of me actually having the entry. All right, here we go. Let's see how we deal with a new low here. So you should never be taking my trades blindly. You should have your own ideas that correlate with mine. And that's how you should be trading. Do not take any of my trades blindly. I am not perfect. I make mistakes. And here we are, straight at target. Plus, if you take my trades blindly, you're not really learning anything, right?
Ahead of JP Morgan's earnings on these Q3 earnings on Friday. I'll post a link to this on headline for those interested.
If you're gonna take my trades blindly, might as well give someone your money so they could trade for you. All right. Ooh, I need to do my extension range here. Let's see what the extension.
Diamond also talking on the S&P 500. Said the benchmark.
Right. What is opening price?
From current levels.
All right. Where's my phone? 63. I don't want to look away here. Okay, so we already passed. It was 17 was the extended. So this was the extended range target, and on the upside was 3709. All right, we have a speaker, right? Where's the calendar? All right. We have speaker Bernard at 10:35 my time, so we have an hour. Here we go, new lows. All right. On my way to making my money back here from the stop pick. Here we go, another new low. Right, they're adding orders on the book at 36.10. for some reason the 10s have been hot on almost every century level. 39.10, 38.10, 37.10. Would like a little more room here, so could try to at least move two of these to entry. All right, let's see if they have any interest down under. So there are, wow, there are 561 orders waiting at 3,600, and it looks like at least 300 of it is one solid trade. So that could mean a couple of things. It could mean that this order have been parked there for a long time, because usually they have orders that are parked on some half century and century numbers that are just there for months, years. So that could be it. Let's see if I can figure it out. How long it's been there. No, it's not. Let's see. So all right, so 200, all right, 200 of it is a parked order that has been there for a long time. All right, so they added about 300. So hopefully that is a magnet, that is a target. All right, we don't want to be seeing pullbacks now. We want to see at least a 10-point move. So we want to see at least hit 06. So from 16, 10-point move down, or a minimum of 9. So a full harmonic move down. So if it starts to pull back, that is not good. And we are still at a C wave. So we have a minimum C wave right here, maximum C wave, and this is wave 3 target all the way down here. Okay, so minimum C, ABC, from here, A, B, C. That's a minimum. A full C would be here. A, B, C. And then if it could pass 3,600, it would turn into a wave 3, and target is 86. So actually, now that I look at this again, not really worried if we see a pullback, but I am worried about my stop, obviously, but a pullback here wouldn't be a bad thing if it stops at 18, between 18 and 1875. So we don't want to see it any higher than this toe line right here. So next target would be 3,600. Would be maximum C. So if you don't know anything about Elliot wave, the most prominent wave movement is an ABC. The pattern that you will see most of the time is an ABC. That's how the market moves. One step forward, one step back, then another step forward. But overall, the market moves one step up, two step back, and then it'll go up again, two back. So it's always, you'll always see the market correcting more than advancing. But overall, it advances but slowly. So it's a slow movement forward or down if the trend is down. That's why we always see it when it's melting, when it drops a lot faster, or bigger swings when it's correcting. So above us, we do have some poor structure from 55, all of this right here, from 55 all the way to 65. But we still have the speaker. So we could see a reversal, at least all the way up to opening price. But it's not really it's not FOMC. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. It's not the FOMC meeting. That is on Wednesday. So he may move a little bit of the market, but it's not like FOMC. So I don't see it going all the way. I don't see it going back up to opening price or IB high. Unless there's a bombshell of a news from him, but he's going to leave that for Wednesday. He wouldn't. All right, here we go. Looks like sellers are coming in again. This might have been a stop pick at 1650. This right here might have been a stop pick from here. We're negative almost 9,000 on the delta. We did do a low. This right here was the low of the delta, and that was almost 10,000, 9,800. So this here, besides where I got in, this here was a solid entry right there. I should have jumped in here. Right there at 27. or I should have had my stop a little higher. But again, I'm not upset. You can't be upset about spilled milk. There will always be opportunities trading. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll stop doing your FOMO trades. And there are even opportunities to make your money back if you're negative. Anytime I'm negative, I walk away, come back 30 minutes later, come back an hour later at the end of the day, and you got a fresh mindset and you're able to look at the market differently, and then you can start to work on making your money back. Here we go. Let's see if we can make a new low. There's interest at 10. There's about 247 orders waiting at 10. So we need to see a new low. We need to see it go all the way to 6. That will be a full harmonic move down from this zipper. But it would be nice if we can get a full momentum all the way down to 3,600. Okay, I'm going to scale this and I'm going to get out with 2 at 3,600. And the reasoning behind that is that we have the speaker. Market may want to be a little higher to have more handles to go back under 3,500. 3,600. So it may hit here, pull back, and then wait for the speaker to then start going under 3,600. So again, 3587 would be wave 3 target. From 3603 all the way down to 3,600 is maximum wave C. Now, the low from the 30th that made this poor structure here is a solid low. So it may all stop right here. Big sell order.
Do note in 10 minutes time, looking out for Fed Brainard, who's due to be speaking at the NABE. Looking out for any prepared remarks in 10 minutes time.
Why? 10:03. Oh, okay. So We are actually on a gap zone. Okay, I did not mark that. So all the way down to 35.71. Not an actual gap, but it was the overnight low of was that Monday or Tuesday? That was Monday. So 35.71 was the overnight low of Monday. So that could be a solid target. There could be Globex traders still stuck on that trade. All right, so almost a full rotation down. Now they're adding interest at 06. There's 284 orders waiting, and about 150 is one solid trade. Let's see if they pulled that or if it's filled. If it gets filled. All right, so I'm back to being where I was with my profits. So I'm $1,000 profitable, or I have $1,000 in profits again. So here we go. Here comes the sellers. Hit it. Need a full sweep all the way down here. Like it's struggling. Zipper, zipper, zipper. I wasn't paying 100% attention this morning, so I don't know how solid the moves were. But this is struggling. There could be a long opportunity here, which will take the market all the way up to 17. So we need to make a new low here, otherwise we may see it go back to 17. So there could be a buying opportunity here. This could be a long for a scalp, a 9-point scalp. So if your bias is long, we may see it go all the way up to 17. I almost got out here with a $100 profit. All right, needs to stop now. Otherwise, it's going to go straight to 17. This rotation needs to end.
Fed Brainard sun calendars do indicate Brainard speaking at 1:35 at 1:35 Eastern time, not in 5 minutes time. We'll be keeping an eye on the top of the hour regardless. Just something to be aware of. So
So it did that full harmonic. I even marked it. Didn't go to 06, but it went to 750, 7.550, half a harmonic up. Now it needs to start going down again. We need a new low, and that will kill this pullback to 17. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So if you're new, are you starting to catch how the market works? Full harmonic, half harmonic, full harmonic. So on this one here, we should actually see a 10 or a 14 point move right here. But a minimum of a 10. So 261 orders waiting at 06. There are 585 waiting at 3600. Here we go. New low. Hot knife right through. No any icebergs, no hidden stops, no sweeps. They pulled a lot of the orders out. No icebergs, no sweeps. That is perfect. Nice little new low. All right, but we got filled 185. I am tempted to connect these and just get out. I'll make $292. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. They may wait for the speaker. So
So it doesn't look like we're getting any prepared remarks at the top of the hour, but as previously mentioned, some companies have breakout speaking at 35 minutes past the hour, so we'll of course keeping an eye out until then.
but this is a solid target right there.
At that time.
All right, they're adding more. Now there's 609 orders waiting at 3600. Wish I had some ES contracts on this trade, but I'm just happy to be positive. There we go. I may actually end my trading here. Come on, keep going, keep going. The full harmonic down. That is beautiful. All right, I'm going to move to the entry. New lows on the delta. Here we go, here we go. If we see a sell sweep and hit 3,600, it's going to go back up all the way to 18. We don't want any stops, no icebergs, and no sweep from 3 to 3,600. A sweep is usually a algo robot, and sometimes they're clearing trades or initiating trades. And if it's an initiation, it would create a little vacuum and it would make the new low to then just scream back up. So I want a solid move all the way down to 3,600, but I'm getting out anyway, so to me it doesn't matter. But if I was scaling out, I wouldn't want to see a sweep. So far, no sweeps. All right, already up 425 on the MES, still up 687 on the ES. They're adding more orders at 3,600. Now there's 661 orders. We don't want to see a pullback yet. If we see a pullback now, they're going to wait for the speaker. We want to see it hit 3,600 before we see a 3610. Now, if it does pull back, I may lower my target.
For the nat gas watchers,
Oh, here comes the buyers.
natural gas company, is declaring a force majeure after an equipment failure associated with its William B compressor station unit number 5.
Come on, sellers, let's go. So even though there are 639 orders waiting at 3,600, doesn't mean that it's going to go there. Because it could be buyers, right? I mean, if it's under the price, most likely it's buyers. So if you're a seller, you don't want a big buy order to go and change the momentum of the market. So you would want to tire them out and have them start pulling orders out, and then you resume. Here we go, here we go. But unless there's enough momentum that you just go and take all of those orders, and hopefully some of those orders are sell orders also and not only buys. Right, here we go, here we go. New low. I'm going to raise it one tick. I don't want to be greedy. I want to be first to get out. Oh, come on. Do not tell me that that was it. So we see any icebergs at 3,600. That could be the low of the day. But it's looking more and more like this is turning to a wave 3. Here we go, here we go. Oh my God, one tick. I am tempted to get out here. Come on, sellers. 648 orders. Came 2 ticks away from my target. Here we go. Comes the sellers. That looks like buyers are really trying to buy this area here. There could be a sweep, a sell sweep to go all the way to 9,500. I am tempted to let a runner go. Because with this amount of orders here at 3,600, even though there could be buyers here, or mostly buyers, it will probably create a vacuum and it will hit all the way to 96.50. All right. I'll be happy to get out. All right, nice. Woo! Ooh, iceberg, guys. There's an iceberg at 3,675, 36.75. 800 iceberg. 800 iceberg. And another one open. So this could be that scenario that I talked about. They're going to go and buy now, take it all the way up to 18, and then wait for the speaker. All right, so 800 iceberg filled, and there's another one waiting. So this could be the end. Glad I got out. Nice little trade. Yes. Yes. An iceberg is a hidden order that is not on the books. It's an order the governing body, SEC, lets you put hidden orders in the market so you don't affect the direction of the market. Because if you have 1,000 contracts waiting, someone may say, oh, that's 1,000. What does he know that I don't know? Or I'm going to go with him, and then other people start going with him, and then all of a sudden you have a move that was influenced by everyone seeing that 1,000 contracts open in the books. They can do that. You could leave an open order and let everybody see it, but you could also choose to hide it so you don't show your cards. It'll be like playing Texas Hold'em, poker, and you have 2 hidden cards. Thank you. That was a nice trade. Yeah, I thought so too. Look at that. We pulled back 10 points. Yeah. I could have gone at full fill at 3,600, but no need to risk. All right, guys, if you guys are learning anything, I appreciate you gave me a thumbs up. So it helps the algo so other people can find us. Ooh, I'm just getting an error of not enough. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. All right, let me know if you guys have any issues with my streaming, because I just got that error message. Of course, it's a pleasure, man. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, so when it's a smaller order, it's not an iceberg, it's just a hidden order. And then if it's a big order, perfect, thank you. If it's a big order, then we call it an iceberg. It was fantastic. But, thank you. I appreciate you asking. But, Vegas, 3-4 days and you're over it. Unless, you're doing some shows. I didn't do any shows. But I've been to Vegas so many times that... But it went well. Can't complain. Didn't lose any money. But I didn't make a whole lot either, so... It was great. Well, happy to be back. Let's see if we can make that money back. All right, so that there's still a hidden order waiting at 3,600. Oh, no, it's still there. It's still there. So now, obviously, that's an iceberg because it was it got filled 511. So it'll probably be another 1,000. So but with this big move up, to come back down another 10 points, this may be a sell iceberg. So we never know what an order in the book is. If you're new to trading or if you're a beginner, you never know what the intentions of an order is, right? Otherwise, it would be an unfair market. Nobody would make money if you knew what the intentions are of every player. So we don't know if this open iceberg is a buy or a sell. From my experience, if it stays in the book for a long time and the market has moved far enough from that iceberg, I think it's the opposite. So it would be a sell iceberg. Because if it was buy, I think that it would be moving up with the market so he can get filled, right? So he would be chasing the market, or he would just pull it and say, okay, the market is far enough, I lost my my opportunity, I'll be happy with the 511. What? This trade, wow. Okay, this iceberg has been hidden for about, okay, I don't understand this. It says it's been open for an hour and 39 minutes. How can that be if we just made a new low? That is odd. I've never seen that. They just pulled it. So it was above the price, so it was a sell iceberg of 511. But it said it was open for an hour and 39 minutes. How can that be? That makes no sense. I never seen that. Okay, so we had a buy iceberg of 800 and a sell iceberg of 511, and they pulled it without getting a full fill. So what is that telling us? Don't know. Another hidden order at 06. Okay, that was just a hidden order. 100 contracts. So that that 511 sell iceberg could actually be a buy, even though it was above the price, and now they are afraid to commit more because they may think that the market is going to keep going down, or they already cleared up here. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios. All right, so I'm up $467 on the MES and 687. That's after commissions. Yes, I use auction, so all based on volume. All based on volume. Yeah, you should never be trading off of candlestick patterns. No hedge fund or bank says, "Oh my God, there's the doji. I'm gonna go long." No,
Just some comments from
that's not how they trade.
Let's say the government could discuss fuel
I do
rate
not.
positions.
I use, yeah, I do use supply and demand areas, and those are my zigzags. But it's auction theory. You can go on Google. You can. There's a few books that you could read also. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick little break here. Yes, I on the SPY, I do not look. No, I do not. Yeah, Vegas was not based on winners, that's for sure. I do not. The only thing that I look as spies would be to actually place option trades. I had a really nice one last week, and I got out too early. I had a call. and I got out way too early. Could have made a lot more money on it, but yeah, I don't really look at levels on the SPY, but SPY is where they hedge. All right, I keep getting error messages here. Oh, now it's saying it's no error. Stream current byte is higher than recommended. We recommend that you use a stream of byte rate of 4,500. Okay, I may have to change that later. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick little break here. I may actually be done. Got to learn how to walk away. You know, the market is just like Vegas. You know, your luck will come in waves. The longer you are at a table, chances are that you'll go into that low valley of luck, and it may take all of your money away. So, but we do have some solid targets.
Just a bit more details on that
But
source.
oh, we have
Piece notes Germany.
the speaker. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna come back after the speaker. All right, so I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes.
With the source saying such plans are not known in the government.
All right, guys, I'm back. I'm just gonna sit here and watch while I eat my breakfast. So there it is. I called it all the way back to 18. Oh, it went actually to 20. So is it gonna drop now because of the speaker,
It says policy will be restricted,
or is it gonna make a run
says it will take time for cumulative time
up
bring
to fill
down
the week?
global time.
Oh, okay, we have some.
Force moderation of demand.
Hold on here. No, it's not. All right, I thought we had some.
Adverse shocks, and is very aware that unexpected rate or currency moves could interact with financial vulnerabilities. Brainard says the Fed should move forward deliberately to assess how the economy, employment, and inflation are adjusting to inform the path of the policy rate. Brainard sees limited second half GDP rebound, GDP growth flat through the whole year. Brainard saying seeing tentative signs of labour market rebalancing and strong wage growth and high rental costs mean that core services expected to ease only slowly.
Oh, sorry about that. Cough.
Fed's Brainard reiterating monetary policy will be restricted for some time, and it will take time for cumulative timing to bring inflation down. The comment saying she's seeing tentative signs of labour market rebalancing. That's come, of course, ahead after some of the promising jobs data. Although she does say strong wage growth and high rental costs mean inflation for core services expected to ease only slowly.
Well, this here's a solid move. All of this is a solid move. It should have bounced off of here, right? We have all this zigzag. So all of this should have been resistance. So we may see a test of IB low, or we may go back all the way up to fix the port structure. Again, so from 54 all the way to 65 is port structure. Right, I wasn't looking, but we had an 800 Iceberg right at VWAP at 36.20. It was right here. Iceberg 800. So it could be a clearing of trades from the Iceberg, the exact same 800 buy at the bottom. So usually icebergs are not exactly the same entry and same exit. So that is quite unique to see 800 buy down here at 3600 and 800 sell at 20. That's a big trade. 20 points, 800 contracts. Wow. If it is the same person, right? Well, we obviously don't know. Right, we have POC at 26. But we had two solid moves, but this one could have been just a reaction to the iceberg, creates a void, a responsive buy order. But then we followed up with another one. So chances are all of this is a solid move reversal. And we lost. We went from 13,000 negative delta to now we are at 6,200. So we lost half of it in this small move here. So look, with all this big move here, and in one 20-point move, we lost half of it. And when the market opened, we were negative delta on the Globex. So we were 1,000 negative delta right here already. Is that what it is? Yeah. So that is the kind of things that you need to pay attention to. So we may be done with the short side. You're a short or you're on a short bias, be careful. So earlier we had this here as a very high demand supply area. Downside, it thought to go through. Then it tested again, made the low of the day, it tested again, failed. Then it went right through, came back down, tested again. So if it keeps going up, this area will be crucial. Almost done with my breakfast here. Right, almost done, guys. As I'm done here, I'll check see if there's any questions or whatnot. Oh, that's very unique right there. So that looks like a little zigzag. So a zigzag usually ends with the reversal, right? A zigzag would be correction. But this is odd. So this is odd that we saw a zigzag and then a extension. So the market may resume the trend, because zigzags you only see on a correction move. A zigzag is not a zipper. A zigzag is multiple ABC. So that would be an A. So ABC, ABC. So this is a double zigzag right here. And it went right through our demand and supply area, right through. So that could be a sign that the market could be reversing and it may test 3650. Need to see how it deals with sellers at IB low. And this is Friday's low. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm gonna take my my dish to the kitchen. I'll be right back. Oh wow! What did I tell you guys? Look at that! Wow! Buy Iceberg at 32.75. Right? We may see that 50. What an insane move! Wow! Look at that. That is momentum right there. Undeniable. So this was the tell right here. This move right here was the tell. So it should have stopped at 18. And then after the zigzag, it picked up momentum again right at POC with a buy iceberg at 32.50. Now there's a hidden order trying to get filled. Let's see if it turns into an iceberg, and that's at 40.75 already. Oh, now they added. Now there's two. One got filled. That was a hidden order. So far, oh, just hidden orders. Just hidden orders. Okay, so to pass IB low, pass Friday's low, that is a lot of, so this is why they had the iceberg right here. That created momentum to go through the mid, because here's the midline, right? Mid is the blue. Through the mid and Friday's low and IB low. So they needed buying momentum. So this could be, we may have a long opportunity if it comes back down to 35. So I'm done trading, guys. I'm not gonna take any more, but I'll watch a little bit more here. So you could either, not a recommendation, just an observation. If it comes back down here, there could be a long, or it could be a long right now. So this could be the extension all the way to 50. So either one of these are solid entries. But observation, not a recommendation. This is pure entertainment, not liable for any losses or damages to anyone's account. So we just hit overnight value area. This could act as a resistance. See how it bounced straight off of it? So this could be the entry again to go at least to 50. So this weak area here, it may want to get filled today, it may not, you never know. So you cannot use that as a blind target. It has to fall into content of what else you're seeing, right? Just like we had the one on the downside, I could have, it's going there. Instead, I chose to get out at 3,600. Why? Because there was a whole bunch of orders there. It's a psychological number. So, all right, I'm going to take this stuff out so it doesn't become confusing. All right, let's see if there's any questions here. Good morning. How was Vegas? Vegas was great. Thank you for asking. Yes, I have on the books $467 MES and $687 on the ES. How do we learn market auction? There's lots of like me and my brother say, YouTube is your best friend. So go to YouTube. There's a lot of content that you can find in YouTube. Yes, you can. Yes, you can use price action. Yes. All right. What is delta? Delta is the difference between buy and sell. It's the delta that I'm looking at is not the same as an option delta. Option delta is something different. This is just the cumulative of buys and sells. So if you have some type of order flow software, also market profile, you probably have the ability to see delta. So it's just the amount of buying and selling. And then you have the percentage of the buy and sell. So right now, cumulative delta went positive, so now it's 1340. The percentage on the actual bar that I'm looking at, which is 1500 volume, this bar right now is negative 27. It was 27%, and now I'm on a new bar. But the cumulative delta always keeps on adding or subtracting, but each bar you can go and set. You could either do it by volume, by tick, by time. I prefer volume, so every bar of mine is 1500, and then I'll get a percentage of the buy and sell on each bar, and then you have the cumulative of the buys and sells overall. So right now, with this move up, we went from negative 13 to the high here of 1,000. So you could use this as, okay, market may go positive, but you can't lay all your eggs in the basket. You could use it with other indicators, but you cannot solely trade off of delta. At least I don't, because I've been proven wrong many times. Oh, now we're positive and we may go up 20 points. No. But it did show me that within 20 points compared to the rest of the trading day, that we lost half of the delta in 20 points. So to me, that is a tell. That is a sign that we may be seeing a reversal. So I use it in that content, 20 points and we lost half of it. So it was all of that 800 buying Iceberg. But each one delta is not an order. So delta has nothing to do with actual traded contracts. Right, so here we are. We hit twice that overnight value area, and it got resisted by the market. So either we're done going up, or it's going to test IB low or test this zipper right here to find support, to find supply, find buy orders here, supply, to resume going up. That's why I said 35. So this could have been a scalp, a 10-point scalp. I said either go long here at 41, or could have gone long here at 38. But I did mention 35 even here. Said they may want to come back to 35 to resume. I don't trade the news, so I don't know. Could be. Could, and it may be, it may not be. Who knows? But this is a significant move. We cannot discount this. You cannot discount this at all. That is momentum. It should have stopped at the mid settlement, IB low. So I would be afraid of taking shorts unless I see it go under 20. But most likely I'm done. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'm done. So I'm gonna hang around a little more, try to help you guys out. Just observe and absorb. But I'm gonna be happy with my $1,200 after not trading for 3 days. I'm happy with what I have now. All right, so let's watch here. Oops. Let's watch how it reacts to this area. Right. Oh my God. I wasn't looking at the chart, but there's already an iceberg that was hit at 40 for 1,200, and it's still open. So this could either bring the market down, it could be a sell iceberg, or it's going to take it all the way up to at least 50, or at least try to fill in some of the support structure. Be careful with longs too. You would want to see it test the mid or test IB low. We have POC at 26. So lots of reasons to still come down a little more. But this here could all be where the market finds support at this zipper here, which before was resistance, and now it could turn into a buy. But now we have the iceberg at 40. So it'll be interesting to see how it reacts to 40, if it goes up to 40. Yeah, in this day and era, I would not trade any news. Ever since COVID, I do not even care about the news. I only have the Squawk Box on. I only pay for it just in case there's a natural disaster or war. I do not care about reports. I try to be out of a trade doing reports, so it doesn't affect me anyways. Because COVID was the clear sign that news is bullshit. How can the stock market keep going up if only Amazon and grocery stores are open? So, yeah, I do not trust any news. Oh, could be. Yeah. But I doubt China will let Russia use nuclear bombs. They will let them use chemical weapons, but not nuclear bombs. That is too close to their country. A east wind could take nuclear clouds over China. There is no way China would ever let Russia use nuclear bombs. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. It is too close. You got North Korea, you got China. Chemical weapons, I could see that. But the way the Russians are already reacting to being drafted, that would make things worse for Putin. And I don't think he wants to go there, but he's a madman, who knows. But let's get back into trading here. All right, so let's see how it reacts here. Iceberg is still open. And now we have interest at 30, 146 orders waiting. Iceberg is still open. Yes, exactly. You could find it on Bookmap, but you could also find it on Ninja. You could also find them on Jigsaw. They don't look the same. It'll just be bubbles, but you could use other platforms that have rhythmic. You just need a platform that gives you rhythmic MBO data. Then you can see icebergs. But the best is Bookmap, and that's the one that I use. So we found buyers at settlement, mid, IB low. Is it going to be enough to make the market go back up to that iceberg? So not only the iceberg is open, but there's 131 orders waiting with the iceberg. Now this could be a wave 4. So wave 1, 2, 3, and we could be on a wave 4. So wave 4 either ended, or it can go all the way down to 26, which would coincide with POC. So all of this here could all be the end of a wave 4 right here. And then that would resume wave 5, going either truncated, which means it ends before the swing of wave 3. It could end at wave 3, or it could be an extended wave 5. So anywhere within here, we could have the end of a wave 4. Or if we look at a larger time frame, So that wave 3 pattern from earlier that we talked about starting here was just an ABC, right? Because it ended at C and never went down to wave 3. So just an ABC. So we could be doing a larger ABC within a 5-wave pattern. And this here would be the high, or this could even be a wave 2 from here. So this could either be a wave 1, 2, 3 down, or A, B, C on a larger time frame. So bottom line, I have nothing. I have nothing. I have no trades. Again, I wouldn't go short unless we get under 20. Longs could all be a squeeze. I would have to wait until we reach 40, but if we reach 40, then it would be chasing the trade. So if I was to go long, I would go long now and put a stop right underneath the swing low here. But again, this here is all wave 4. It could still come down anywhere within here. So chances are you would get stopped out unless you have a stop below POC, which is 26. But you may get lucky and and risk 3 points to make 20. It could just bounce off of here, go all the way up to 50. But I have nothing. Right now, if I took a trade either way, it would be FOMO. I would wait for a better signal. Let the trade come to you. Let the trade come to you. Sensor charts, never heard of them. Is that an add-on on Ninja? Or is that an actual platform? Yeah. Well, I mean, we're negative delta again, so this move here with the partial fill of the iceberg, it took us from being positive 1600 to negative 2000. See, this is why you can't trust delta. You could accumulate it and use it in correlation with other indicators, but you can't solely trade off of delta. Tensor charts, yeah, I've never heard of them. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out that I have never heard of. Well, let's see if that iceberg is still open. It's still there. Been open for 17 minutes so far. All right, so let's see how it reacts at POC, which is at 26, and then we have my VWAP, which is at 23. So I say my VWAP because I've had other people say your VWAP is wrong. Well, I don't set it. I just have it reset at the opening of the bell. So it is what I have. And my VWAP right now is at 23 and a quarter. So I did mention that this was kind of weird, a zigzag followed by this momentum here. So it may want to test this because that is an odd pattern. I mean, one, okay, so goes up, pulls back, finds buyers, takes out stops, and then it goes up. But yeah, so it may want to test this. All right, looks like we got a little bit of buying here at POC, which also coincides with the end of a wave 4. Though because of algos, wave 4 has been extending in some patterns. So it can come all the way down to 14 and it would still be valid as a wave 4. But it cannot pass the end swing of wave 2. So if this is wave right here 1, so I'm sorry, the end swing of wave 1, it cannot go into wave 1. So if this or this is wave 1, this has to be wave 1, right? Because wave 2 down and then up. So it cannot go in, it cannot pass wave 3 if this is a wave 4. It could nibble a little bit, but it shouldn't go past 13 if it's a wave 4. Yeah, I don't think so either, but we did fail to buy here at the mid and IB low. So we should have at least gone up to 40. So I don't know. Now I'm kind of changing my mind. But again, this could be the beginning of a 5. But we should have had a little more buying in this area here. Good to see you too, Harry D. Happy to be back. Hopefully the market will fall back into its regular cycle. Even though I've heard from a lot of people that they did extremely bad in August and September. I had challenging days, but I was able to make my money back, at least in the RTH. But that is not something you should be relying on. This is why I don't trade. Every time I'm on the RTH, I get so, You should trade it all the time. It's not. You have to have an edge, and that's because of the stops. You cannot have a 3-point stop. You cannot have a 10-point stop because the volume is so low that any order in the book stands out. So it's not like they're going, they're chasing your stop. It's just that there's not enough volume, and your order, it's 1 in 20, waiting on the book. The average order on the book in the RTH is between 15 and 20. Right now, the average is what? I would say it's about 86. So that's a big difference. So you have to be able to have your stop long enough so you can survive. And that obviously is risk, right? So if I see that there's an edge, then I trade the after hours. Otherwise, I don't regularly trade it. I've gotten my ass kicked plenty enough to learn that I cannot rely. But the month of July, all of the big moves were done in the after hours. All of the major highs and lows were all hit during RTH. All right, so is this the beginning of a wave 5? Could be. Let's look back in time. What do we have here? So we have all of this support here. All of this could all be support. Never forget to look back in time. You need to see the big picture. And it's going right through. So what is that telling us? That there is no more supply here, and that maybe this area is exhausted because it's going right through. So maybe they're not willing to trade in here anymore, and this is why it's going through. But it's not over yet, right? It's at the bottom, so it may still hidden order. So this is the area where I would start looking for shorts. Let's see if they pull the Iceberg hidden order at 2250, already 100 filled. Let's see that order. The order is still there. Been already 25 minutes. I had a feeling it would want to revisit this double zigzag here. That's an odd pattern followed by a big extended buy. All right, now we are in between two hidden orders. One at 25, which looks like it's an Iceberg because there's already 240 filled. And then there's one at 20. Oh, no, it was not. It was just hidden order. So market found some buyers at VWAP. Now it's trying to pass through POC. So I put more weight on value area high and value area low than POC. I use it as a target, but don't always use it as initiating a trade. Yeah, you don't want to be caught on a inside out trade and you're on the opposite side of the move. Unless you're tight with your stops and you're good at, okay, I'll take the loss. So Iceberg or hidden order is still waiting at 22.50. The one at 40. Looks like buyers are coming in. This could be a long right here. All the way to 40, all the way to that iceberg. Need to see how it's going to deal with 31. Need to hot knife right through 31. Need to make sure that this here is not a stop pick. But I would be afraid because that open order is still here. But this could be a long. I would probably take a 2 contract MES here just to try it out. But you have to have at least a 5 to 6 point stop. You need to be under that hidden order. So extremely high risk, but it would still be a good R&R trade, right? Risking 5, but you're looking to make 15 points. Yeah, we have lost a lot of momentum, a lot of volume. Yeah, that 3,600, I'm glad I got out of it. Well, here we go. Let's see how it deals with 31. Need to hot knife right through the mid, right through all of this right here. It's starting to look more and more like a wave 5, but we won't know until it reaches 40. But then that would be too late, right? Yeah, I would have taken either 1 or 2 MES here. This is why you don't want to over leverage yourself, so you have the ability to have a long stop. If you guys are thinking about doing a evaluation, in my description I do have half off till you pass evaluation for Apex. Take advantage of that. It's a really good deal. It's starting to look more and more like a stop pick right here. But this could still be just a half a rotation to resume going to 40. So the move up may not be done. Right? Full rotation up, half rotation down, full extension up. Let's start looking at some higher time frames. So I look at a 24, a 12, a 6, and a 4 Renko. And then I look at a 1 minute chart just so I could keep those wicks visible. That's just to see if it reached a target, just to actually see where the market went. I don't trade off of the minute chart. I just want to see the wicks, because on a Renko, as you see, the wicks disappear. So you want to look at the higher time frames, and then you want to have your trade trigger chart. And that to me is my 4 Renko. That's where I place all of my trades, is off of the 4 Renko, but I'm looking at the bigger picture, a 6 and a 12, to confirm the direction of my trade. But I initiate it with a 4 Renko. You don't want to keep focusing on your trigger chart, because you may be losing the big picture, right? Because all of a sudden it may look, oh, okay, it's not going anymore. But on a Renko 6, it's like, hey, we just started a C wave. So I can't tell you which one is best for you. If you want to use candle or Renko, but have a trigger chart where you place your trades, but then you want to monitor with higher frames. And you always want to start your day by looking at a daily chart. Always. And that's the move right there. Yep, 10 points. That was the long at 27. So I would have had my 2 MES. Either I would have been out of it, or I would have let it run to 40. So that was a nice little trade. Wow, that is a long target. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if it's going to happen today, but yeah, that's a nice trade. You may need the overnight to get there. Make sure, let's see, there's Monday 11 p.m. There's some reports coming out of England. So be careful with at 11 p.m. All right, guys, I need to answer this call. All right. Looks like it's going to that 40. Let's see if that iceberg is still open up there. Still open. Yeah, it's definitely an iceberg. Anything above 500 is usually an iceberg. So on a larger time frame, this here to 40 could be a wave 2 or a wave B within a wave 3. So that iceberg could be the sell order to take the market all the way down to this poor structure here. That 40 will dictate, once it hits that, it will, I believe it will dictate the rest of the day. All right, here we go. Buyers are coming in. So obviously this is going to be a sell order because it's above, but we don't know if it's an actual sell. So if it doesn't stop at 45, it may create a little vacuum, may go up to 45, which was a previous POC, actually at 44.50. If it doesn't stop up here, it is a buy iceberg. Okay, so it needs, if the 40 creates a responsive buy, if it's a sell iceberg, it needs to stop around here. Otherwise, it's a buy iceberg, and it's going to take the market all the way up to opening price. But in this smaller time frame, all of this could be the end of a wave 5. Anywhere here, it could end as a wave 5, or it could be an extended wave 5, which will go all the way to 63. But it looks like it's trying to fill in this poor structure. Here we go. It's going to hit. Let's see. So it's been open for 42 minutes. $1,200 orders. Still filling. 1250, 1550, 1600. still filling. It'll probably be a 2000 Iceberg. I think it's going to be a buy order. This is a perfect example why you can't trust, even though there's a target above, you can't trust it as a sell. You never know. You never know. So you can never go and take a blind trade just because there's interest above where the market is. Right, so there's 200 orders on the books waiting. They're all small orders. And the Iceberg is still open with 1,654 orders filled. Yeah, definitely be a 2,000 plus Iceberg. I have a feeling it's going to be a buy order. Again, it's the same thing that I spoke about earlier. If it was a sell, he would have tried to chase the market and he would have tried to sell it somewhere around here. Why, why would he wait 44 minutes for take a chance for the market to come back here to have the rest of the order filled? He could have gone lower with it and getting it filled as the market is going down. So in my opinion, this is going to be a buy Iceberg, not a sell. So if you are short, be careful. I am tempted to take just a one MES long just to take advantage of this move. I'm going to take a long. High risk trade. It could have been a sell Iceberg, which already sold 1,000. So I'm looking for buyers here at IB low. All right, let's make sure that I have a good shadow here to hide behind. To really be safe, I need to be at 26. But this is all I'm willing to risk. So I'm risking 22 bucks. $22 to make 76. That's a beautiful R&R trade. Oh, and here comes Take Me Out. So now I have POC against me. Hopefully, could find support right here from the zipper. but I am not willing to risk any more money. I didn't even want to be in a trade anyway, so I'll be okay with losing $22. Should have gotten a little better entry. I should have waited for settlement instead of going for a IB low. So if this is a buy here, they may be afraid of the market turning and going positive, so they're trying to sell the heck out of it so that Iceberg doesn't get filled. It's gonna take me out. All right. Hidden order at 29. Wasn't there another hidden order that we were looking at earlier? Where is it? Oh, they pulled it. I believe it was at 25. Yeah. I've got hidden order at 29. So that might have been the end of a wave 5. That would be considered a truncated wave 5. Wave 5 is the only wave that could end before the previous swing and be considered the same trend. Otherwise, every other one needs to pass the prior swing. So basically, I took a FOMO trade, right? I did say I don't want to lose this opportunity. So it was a FOMO trade, but I was smart enough to only risk one contract. All right, sorry about that. I'm on the phone here with my wife. All right, so there could be a long opportunity here. I'm going to take another long here. One contract only. One contract only. Let's see if we could hold. If this turns out to be A, B, C up all the way to 40. And I'm going to keep this very tight. Risking 15 bucks. So A, B, C up. This could be either a it could turn into either an ABC as a wave 5, or it could turn into a 5-wave pattern to go all the way up to 50. And I'm going to make this very tight. Actually, I'm going to risk less. I'm going to risk $11. One tick under. $12. If it's going to go, it's going to go. $12.50 actually. If it's going to go, it's going to go. It's going to find support here on the zipper, and it's just going to go ring all the way up to 40. If I wasn't being tight, I would have probably taken a 5 contract on this one. So I could have actually just lowered my stop on the previous one and still been on the same trade, but I was looking for support, signs of support. So not a FOMO trade. I saw support right here. Boom, took the trade. Yeah, I don't use EMA, so I believe you. Hopefully that's not a stop pick right there. This could be a stop pick. So need to find buyers right here. Right where I saw support. Iceberg still waiting. Yeah, I have a feeling that that's a buy iceberg. Oh, now they're adding above. So now there's 114 at 41.75. I am tempted to move this to 50 or at least 46. You know what? I'm going to do it. We should get a test of at least 46 if it hits that iceberg. Or in here, as we talked about it earlier. But if it's a buy iceberg, it's going to go, right? All right, so we need to pass the swing here. Hot knife right through. Let's see, at least a 38 out of this move here. But looks like we keep getting sellers right at IB low. This could be a sign that it's not able to go through. So this could, if you're on the short side or thinking about shorts, this could be the short. Hidden order at 30.5. So as I mentioned, that Iceberg could be a buy order, and they want to make sure that the rest of it doesn't get filled, because then it would change momentum and it would make the market go positive. So they're doing everything they can to keep the market negative. Keeping it away from that iceberg, and it's going to take me out. Well, so this could be the sell. There, now I'm out. So this could be the sell right there. Let's see how it reacts at. So now I'm still positive 432. So gave back what, about, I think, $30. So all of this here could all be a sign that they're blocking the iceberg from getting hit. They're using settlement. They're using IB low to find sellers. This is why I'm only risking one contract, because nothing is clear now. Nothing. Nothing is clear. This is why I'm not taking any big chances, because right now everything is up for grabs. All right, hidden order at 26.75. All of this could also be a sell trap, right? Oh, Iceberg. That was a 500 Iceberg on the buy side. Ah, I might have been too tight with my stop. Yeah. This may be initiated by the guys with the Iceberg at 40. They may have put an Iceberg buy to take the market of 40. So buy ICE right at POC. Hidden order waiting at 30. Already 163 filled. This may be another buy Iceberg to take the market of 40. I'm done. I'm not going to take any more trades, but this could be the long right here. Let's see how it reacts to that hidden order. 230. No, just a hidden order. But it could be adding to the iceberg. More buys, more buys. Yeah, looks like I was just too tight with my stop. If it doesn't go through now, then it's going to 35.96. It cannot mess around with this IB and settlement anymore. It needs to end this battle. So either it drops or it hits 40. This is the tug of war line right here. I'm positive 432 on the MES and 687 on the MES. Yeah, power hour, let's go. Wow, these guys keep hitting me all day here, huh? Leave me alone. Yeah, looks like it failed again at IB. So, yeah, you should be getting scared. No. Yeah, on the micro. No, on the mini. ES is mini. Micro is MES. 687 on the MES. The mini. That was just off of one trade. What was it? Two trades? Can't remember. I think it was off of one trade. I can't remember. Yeah, this, it's looking more and more like they're afraid that the iceberg is going to be a buy. Oh, I know that, Michael. I've been trading the ES for 22 years. I definitely know the difference between a micro and a mini. Yeah, this is sketchy. Yeah, I wouldn't think about, again, I would not think about going short unless we could clear this obstacle here. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a trade, but this here is what I would need to see that hot knife right through in order to think about shorts. You're welcome. Hopefully you made some money. Yeah, I don't even look at the NQ anymore. It's just rattlesnake. I'll just come around and bite you. Just prefer to focus on the ES. Only trade the MES. Just so I can help some people or anybody who's trying to pass a evaluation. Otherwise, my bread and butter is the ES. Taking double risk on trading the MES. If you don't know, it's just so I could show you guys that you can make money trading the MES. You don't have to over leverage yourself and just trade the ES. But I'm up $432 and I hardly risked any money. So it can be done. Yeah, this is a crazy market. This is a crazy market. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to hold it to take it to 40, but we are seeing lower lows. Nice. That's a nice move. Yeah. If I'm gonna trade the NQ, I need to have at least a 50 to 60 tick stop. That's why I don't trade it. But yeah, if you can make money on it, that's awesome. Just my style of trading, the way I'm trading right now, it doesn't do well on NQ. So I go through periods that I trade a certain way. Yeah, that's with one contract, right? So right now, the style that I'm trading with, it only works with the ES. You cannot trade the same way with every instrument. You need to have different ticks. I mean, a different rankle. You cannot trade the same way across all instruments. Yeah, I don't use any moving average at all. That's past information. But if it works for you, who am I to talk shit? That's awesome. That's the beauty of trading. Everyone has their own style, you know? I can't say mine is better than yours or yours is better than mine. That's the beauty of trading, because that means that you're going to take the opposite side of my trade, and that's what I need. That's the only way that trading works, right? You need a buyer and a seller. All right, let's get back to the market here. So I am not a usually I don't trade off of this kind of stuff, but sometimes it's just obviously and it's just so clear, you know, that you gotta pay attention to these channels. But I haven't traded like this for 25 years, so it's not something that I usually base any trades, but you gotta pay attention to patterns. But it's not something that I base any trading off of. But hey, if it's showing me something, I need to be aware of it. So I will plot it and I will keep my eye on it. But it's coinciding with my 20, right? This area here. So again, if I was to think about a short, it would have to be initiated under 20. So momentum and volatility has dried off, it seems like. So if we don't get a move by the bottom of the hour, we may just end in a neutral day. But there could be an opportunity for a long in the ETH. Why? Because of this move up here and that iceberg. I doubt that the iceberg will stay overnight. Usually that is not something that's extended to the Globex, but you never know. But this move to me means something. So I may be looking for a long in the after hours. If we don't clear 22 and the market ends under 40, I'm going to be looking for a long. That is a possibility for me. So I'll be looking to either get out at the high. What is the high? The high is 67. Or 63. It all depends if this iceberg doesn't get filled. So here we are past that 31 again. Looks like all of this was a trap. Still looks like this could still be a wave 5 up. So it could be a wave 2 here, a 3 up, or an ABC up. And again, we won't know until it passes 40, but then that could be too late to jump in the trade. But they keep hitting that IB low. So that's the 4th time. Because I won't count this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times it hit IB low and found sellers. But it looks like they're getting exhausted. So this could be a long opportunity right here. Well, now it moved, but right there was the long, the test of the zipper. As I said it moved. So right there. If I wasn't streaming, I would have taken this, meaning that I would have just reacted to this test here. And I would have just hit market buy. But because of stream, I have to call it out, and that usually slows me down. So I actually lose money streaming. Or I lose opportunities. Yeah, we shouldn't be testing this anymore. This area is exhausted. So should I either initiate or terminate this here? And because of all this move, now we have our VPOC at 32 and a quarter. And there it is, with a nice long. they pulled the iceberg. The iceberg is done. So maybe it was a sell, and now they're afraid that the market couldn't go any lower, and they pulled it. Okay, they pulled it. I didn't see it. So it was pulled at 12:06 my time. So 10 minutes ago. And that was an iceberg. It says it's a buy at 1,654 orders. So they got afraid. So it was probably a sell iceberg, and they got afraid, and they pulled it. I thought it was a buy. But if we passed the 40 now, then it was definitely a sell. And they might have cleared at 24, who knows, but it initiated all the way back at 1 hour ago. So they could have cleared it. So initiated it here, right? 40 here. And why did they pull it at the same area where they had already tested 20 minutes after it started? Don't know. But it looks like they got afraid and they want to end it. All right, so yeah, this would have been a nice little trade right here. Hope somebody took it. A zigzag. This could be another entry also. So full harmonic up, retest, continuing all the way to 50. Or this could be a stop pick right here. It doesn't look like a stop pick. But you never know. Alright guys, I'm done. I am done. Hope you guys made some money. You're welcome. That is awesome. Alright guys, again, if you're not getting a notification, go under your settings. I think it was Snapperhead who said to go and check your junk mail. So it may be going to your junk mail, or maybe you're not set up to receive notifications. So in order to be notified, you need to be subscribing. Are you streaming ETH? I don't think so. We already reached this here, so most likely we are gonna see the 50. So if it had ended somewhere here, or it may still end here, we'll see. I'm gonna see where it ends. So look for a notification, but it looks like it's moving up. So again, we have all the support structure. Want to keep a note of it, or take a screenshot from 54 all the way up to 70. So this area may want to get filled. Yes, we'll try early tomorrow morning. I need to start making some money here. All right guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't hit me up on a like, I appreciate if you give me a like. You don't need to subscribe unless you want to get a notification, but the like I do ask, so it could help other traders, new traders, find us here. Okay, thank you very much guys. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you live in the Thunderdome. Thank you.